Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the Road Builder YouTube channel. Today, I want to go ahead and make a tree. We're going to go for Exodus's style, but I do want to try to make the trunk in a bit different of a way. If you're familiar with the channel and my past tutorials, I've always made it using the cube and then merging all the vertices at center and using the skin modifier. But I think I want to try to change that a little bit. So let's set this to 8. That should be plenty of sides for us. Maybe we should go 12. Try that. 12 is looking a little bit better, but I don't know. Let's go 10. We'll meet in the middle. It'll be perfect for everybody. We're going to try to make a tree today with the cylinder. All right. And then the only thing that Exodus's style really is over everyone else's is those leaves, of course. So we'll definitely get into making those as well. But we're going to have 10 sides on this cylinder. Hop on into edit mode. And first things first, we could probably just stretch this thing. So we'll do S and Z, stretch it something a little bit like that. Scale it in. We're going to need to add a few loop cuts by pressing Control and R. We'll just add them like this. I know that's a ton of them, but it is what it is, okay? Now, we could grab some of these bottom ones and kind of extrude those out. We'll extrude this guy, extrude a little bit, scale a little bit, maybe bring this guy out just a hair, something like this. Make like a weird little stump thing, like how it's on the ground. Now this is obviously way too big, but that's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead and make the bottom and I'll be right back. All right guys, we're gonna add one more of these, and just to show you how I did it, you just click on this face, drag it out a little bit so it brings a little bit of the tree with it, and then you'll go ahead and extrude this face, scale it down a little bit, drag it down so it's kind of flat with the ground once again. I'm gonna bring this one out as well, scale that down a little bit, drag it down so it's flat with the ground. And if you wanted, I mean, you could go absolutely wild with this. Like we could rotate, extrude out that way a little bit, scale it so it's down with the ground. There we go. And we'll drag this down a little bit. I am going to turn on proportional editing and kind of drag this back a little bit because I don't think it overly needs to be as big as it was. That looks all right to me. And we're going to leave this side normal. Back here should probably also go in a little bit. Let's grab this vertice here and G, drag this in. Go something like this. I said vertice, I meant line, but we'll grab this vertice. So something like that. Now trees are not perfect, so it doesn't need to be perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and make a bit more of a shape. Let's go to our line selection, hold Alt, and we can kind of click these lines and make the tree give a little bit of a wave. I do still have proportional editing on, which isn't necessary, but I think it helps keep the shape a little bit better. There we go. And then we'll come back this way with the top. Going to go ahead and extrude that, scale that. I am going to scale all of this so it's going down, as you can see, over the whole span of the tree. Something like that. Now I'll grab this again, scale that in. We could probably turn off our proportional editing as well. Grab this, boom. We'll just stay with something like this, and we'll cap it right here. Now, hopefully we can hide that later on with all of the branches. Once again, I do want to make this clear. This is my first time building a tree like this, so yeah. We do have a little bit of a little thing right here I want to take care of. So we're going to hold Alt here. And I think all we're going to need to do is scale this in a little bit because it was looking a bit out of place. It still does a little bit. We could grab that top. Let me grab that top face right here. Go into our side view. We're going to go O for proportional editing and then G to grab. And we'll just kind of grab this whole little thing right here. There we go. I think that'll work. All right. Up next, we need to go ahead and start making our branches. So to do that, we're just going to be grabbing faces and extruding them out. Now, since this is thicker down here, we're going to grab more than one face. And I think we'll probably go up one more here. So something about right here. Drag this out a little bit. We could turn off proportional editing. Drag that out. Extrude, scale. That's all. I just got to say this. All modeling is extruding and scaling, okay? Fight me about it. I'm being honest. I'm telling the truth. That's all it is. Extruding and scaling, guys, okay? So once you learn extrude and scale, you're going to be able to model anything the world has to offer. I'm going to drag this down here. I think this would have looked a little bit better if I used less vertices on the stump itself or the trunk, because we have a very round look right here, and we're starting to get a little bit blocky here. Now, we'll be able to fix that with a bevel probably, but it could get a little ugly and a little bit destructive. I'm going to go one more time, scale that in. Now we have this. If I wanted to add more branches onto here, I sure could. I don't think I'm going to, though. I'm going to add more onto the tree. I do want to add a little one right down here. So let's just bring this guy out a little bit. Extrude. And we should be rotating these as well. I haven't really been doing that, but it'll be all right in the end of the day. It's on a very weird axis, so I can't rotate it how I want to, but it'll be okay at the end of the day, guys. Let me rotate it this way a little bit. There we go. And add just one more of those. Nice. Now this should probably go a little bit this way, a little bit this way. And I think that will look all right. Let's add one over here. This one's probably going to be pretty big. I'm going to go ahead and grab... I don't want to make it bigger than that one. So we'll just grab these two here. Extrude, scale, extrude, scale. You guys got the knowledge now. All right, guys. So I'm pretty happy with the overall shape of this. It does look pretty weird, and I definitely want to fix this right here. Let's turn on our proportional editing, press G, scale this in, and just kind of move this up. This like harsh angle was looking pretty weird, so I think that will help quite a bit. I'll do a little over here as well, just move that up. And I think this is overall pretty okay for the stump of our tree. Up next, we're just gonna move that guy right out of the way and start making these Exodus style leaves. I don't really know what else to call them, but he definitely popularized them within the community, so I'm just gonna give him credit where credit's due. Start with an icosphere, shade smooth, then we're going to bring on in a cylinder right here. Put this to how many sides you want your leaf to have. I think I'm going to do 8. Looks all right to me. Now I'm going to scale this on the Z-axis, so SZ, boom, flatten that out a little bit, drag it up top here, scale that down some more, and probably even thinner as well. I'm just gonna line this up kind of with the top, go into the side view right here. We'll go this way so our tree's not in the background. We'll scale that down just a little bit more. I think something along here should work fine. Now we're going to Control D to duplicate it, move it to the bottom, trying to keep around the same distance away from the little sphere here. Now we're going to click on both of those, Shift D to duplicate, R90, which is going to rotate those 90 degrees. Now we can click on all of these, or we'll just click on the two sides for now so we can rotate them again. Shift D, R90, that's going to put them here. All right, now these are your leaves, so you just want to kind of grab all of them and keep rotating them all around this little sphere until you get the desired look you're going for. So I'm just going to rotate. We'll kind of do something like this, and then we'll come over here, give them a little rotate like this, and that is going to give us a pretty nice look. Let's scale these down a little bit. There we go. And I am going to go ahead and do these more individually. I will skip this process in the video so you guys don't get bored. But just get as many of these as you want. Place them all around so it looks nice. And then you can even go through and scale them to add more randomization. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and placed all of those. Now, I made mine a mess, as you can see. There's definitely, I could have taken a lot more time on it. And I probably will when I make one for more of a personal use. But this one is just kind of for the example of the video. Definitely don't need proportional editing on still, but I can fill in this little gap right here. So let me scale this one down. Gotta do something like that. Scale it back up a little bit and give it a little rotation. A little bit. Bring that in. Looking nice. All right, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and import this stuff into Roblox so you guys can see it live in action. All right, guys, now that we're in Roblox, let's go ahead and add some colors to this stuff. So this guy right here, we'll just make a nice green. It'll probably be a little bit darker of a green. We'll go forest green. And then our icosphere here, of course, kind of a dark green as well. Maybe go a little darker on that just so it, you know, gives it that little look. Also, I should have left a lot more space in between the leaf so you could actually see out the other sides. And you have this choice. I personally don't like it as much. But if you make them, like, say this face, delete the bottom face, when you see the back, you won't see any of those, so it'll look quite a bit better as well. To some people, let me clarify. Like, it's not great to me, but to some people it looks awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead, place all these leaves onto the tree, and I'll be back. Hopefully it looks good. All right, guys, here's the tree. There's a few ways I can see how I can make this better or worse. I think deleting the underface would actually help in this case, since I did so many of the little hexagon leaves. I think that would help a ton, and probably do less of the leaves as well. So for a first time attempting this tree style, I don't think I did horrible, but I don't think it's the absolute greatest. I do want to see it from this side. Let me see. Let me just grab the sun real quick. Boom. Let's put that guy like over there. All right, now we got some nice Over this way. There we go. Now we got some bright light on this half. I think it looks pretty good for a first attempt at this type of tree. I'm down to see what you guys create as well, so make sure to put those in the creations of the Discord server if you're not in it already. Make sure to join, guys. It's free. It's simple. And I'm in there like every day. So yeah, join the Discord. But if you did enjoy the video and you want to see more content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.